So in this lesson, we're going to use chord notes as a melody in our right hand. But what I want to do is use a simple chord substitution in the left hand for our chord progression to make it sound awesome. So the chord progression we're going to use from the C major scale is a 1, 3, 5, 2. So that's 1 C major, 3 E minor, 5 G major and 2 D minor. But what we're going to do is we're going to change this D minor into a D major. So we're substituting the minor for a major. And hopefully you've remembered your big small technique. So for a major chord we need 4 followed by 3. So from the D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So this is the D major. So instead of playing D, F and A, we're going to play D, F sharp and A. So the chord progression will sound like this. Doesn't that sound great? And actually what we're going to do is, instead of moving down to the D from the G, we're actually going to move up. So I want you to play it like this: C major, E minor, G major, D major. So we're moving up the keyboard. And that sounds beautiful. Now all we're going to do for our melody is we're going to use the chord notes. So in the right hand, we're just going to play the chord notes moving up and down, but we're going to do a 4 chord instead of a 3. So for a C, instead of moving up and down the 3 chord notes, we're actually going to add in the C at the top. So we go C, E, G, C, G, E, and we end on this E. So C, E, G, C, G, E. Yeah? And if we do that with the pedal, yeah? Now we've landed on this E here with our index finger. We're actually moving to the E chord next. So we're just going to hit the E again with our thumb. And we're ready for the next chord, which is here. So it's E, G, B and the E at the top. And we stop on this G. And of course we're going to G next. So we've got our index finger on the G, we can just hit it again with our thumb. And do the next arpeggio. We end on this B. And then we jump to the D. And we don't have to do an arpeggio on this D, we can. We'll try it both ways. Doesn't that sound great? Or you can do the arpeggio at the top. So let's add in the pedal. Let's go around a second time and just do the chord at the top. It sounds beautiful. And you could just go round and round that in a circle. beautiful. And you could just go round and round that, and the people listening to you will love it. And when you play this chord at the top, feel free to ripple it like I just did. And that's just, instead of playing them all at once, play them one at a time quickly. Because that always sounds pretty as well. But this is a great example of just substituting one chord. All we did is change our D minor to a D major, and it changed the whole feeling of the chord progression. So do this in your chord progression. Sometimes it will work, sometimes you might not think it does, but there's no right or wrong. It's what you think sounds good.